Hare Krishna everyone, welcome back to Srila Prabhupada Book Reading Club. Currently, we are on the third shloka of a Nectar of Instruction. We will try to cover it today or tomorrow. Okay, so let's start our session by offering the prayers. Om
ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य
Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasme Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadatin Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Uttapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavancha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहित कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सगन ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांच हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिन इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवाति पाश्चात देश तारिणे मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगु लंगायते गिरि यत्कृपातहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम् हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna Mataji Prabhuji, happy Krishna conscious morning. So we will, as
Hare
usual, we
Krishna.
will start by reciting shlokas. Okay. So one who is reciting first shloka, they should give chance to recite second shloka for all the devotees. And third, we will recite all together. Okay.
Okay, Mataji.
Yes, first shloka. Who want to recite?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. वाचो वेगम मनसा क्रोध वेगम जीवा वेगम उदर उपस्थ वेगम एतान वेगम यो विशेष धीरा सर्वम उपिमाम पृथ्वीं सा शिष्यात्. हरे कृष्णा.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Harishita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. वाचो वेगं मनसः क्रोध वेगं जीवा वेगं उदरो पस्थ वेगं एतान् वेगान् यो विषहेत धीरः सर्वां भीमां पृथिवीं स शुष्यात्.
Haribol Mataji. Yes, Muttamanikam Prabhu.
वाचो वेगं मनस क्रोध वेगं जिह्वा वेगं उदरभुपस्थ वेगं एतान् वेगान् यो विषहेद धीरा सर्वम् अभिमां पृथिवीं शासिष्यात्. हरे
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So in first shloka we have seen that like we have to control the urge to speak, the mind's demands and action of anger and the urges of a tongue, belly and genitals. When we are able to control all of these things, then we are able to make a disciples all over the world. And this is stated by the Srila Rupa Goswami. So we have to we have to tolerate these six things. In second shloka we see that we have to with this is a yamana. These things
Eat
are a
less.
yes, these things are prohibited. So what are the prohibited? The atyahara, eating more than necessary or collecting more funds than required. And atyahara also includes the whatever like YouTube videos or whatever like reels or whatever literatures you are reading, and which doesn't include the glories of a Krishna. Then second is over endeavoring for the mundane things. This is the prayasa, like if you want the more comforts and like you if you want to collect more, then you have to over endeavor for that things. and which is very like these things are very difficult to obtain. We have to struggle a lot, and then talking us unnecessary about the subject matters. This is the prajalpa, and because you want more and you are working very hard, then we want association of the association of that kind of people, and these people don't speak about the Krishna, so they will speak the mundane things. Then four is the practicing rules and rules and regulations for the sake of following them, not for the sake of a spiritual advancement, or rejecting rules and regulations for the scriptures and of the scriptures and working independently or whimsically. So yes, you want more and more material comforts, you want to collect more and more, so you are working very hard, and you are also doing the prajalpa, so prajalpa, because you are associating with the worldly minded person. So then fourth thing is that okay, you want great comfort, so you are following certain rules and regulation, you are visiting temple, but not for the spiritual advancement. You are visiting temple so that whatever hindrances, whatever problems are coming in between your sense gratification, you want God to remove them. Okay, and even you are practicing because someone told you, if you if you do this, there will be some economical development. That's why you are practicing. You are not practicing for the spiritual advancement. So this is not a right attitude to practice the spirituality. Then five, associating with the worldly minded person who are not interested in a Krishna consciousness. This is a jana sangha. Okay, if you want to do your business and like uh, you want to advance in your business, you want to be successful, then you have to talk with the this worldly minded person. So what is the problem with this worldly minded person is that when we associate with this worldly mind person who are not interested in a Krishna consciousness, we also start having the same material desires as we have, as they have. And with the jana sangha laulyam come, we also become greedy for the material achievement, and then we will slack in a Krishna consciousness. Now we can recite the second shloka. Yes, Sharmila Mataji.
Krishna Mataji. अत्याहार प्रयासश्च प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रहः जनसङ्गश्च लौल्यं च षड्भिर्भक्तिर्विनश्यति. Thank you, Mataji.
Hari Bol Mataji. Yes, Nectar Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. अत्याहारः प्रयासश्च प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रहः जनसङ्गश्च लौल्यं च सद्भिर्भक्तिर्विनाश्यति. हरि बोल.
Hari Bol Mataji. Yes, Sarita Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी. अत्याहारप्रयासश्च प्रजल्पो नियमाग्रहः जनसङ्गश्च लौल्यं च षड्भिर्भक्तिर्विनश्यति.
Hari Bol Mataji. Yes, we will recite the third shloka and then we will move to purport. So in third shloka, we are seeing that these are the niyama. Means when we follow these six things, then Prabhupada is giving guarantee. Srila Prabhupada is giving 100% guarantee. This is not a 99.99% guarantee. This is complete 100% guarantee. And we can enter in a spiritual world and we can serve Krishna only when we are 100% pure, and when we are executing 100% devotional service. Even there is a 0.1% we are lacking in a devotional service or in our purity, then again we have to take a birth, we have to purify that 0.1%, and then we can serve Krishna, and we can go back to Godhead. So I was hearing the one lecture from the senior devotee. He's saying that okay, our real aim is not going back to the Godhead. Our real aim is to serve unconditionally, to the Lord. When we serve unconditionally without any desires, and when we start loving Krishna, this is our aim, this is our goal, and then going back to the Godhead, it's a secondary, or it is a byproduct. Okay, so we should try to love Krishna. Okay, we should try to awaken our dormant Krishna consciousness. So what are the six things that being enthusiastic? So in yesterday's session, we see that being enthusiastic means we have to act. When we act, then the confidence will come. Okay, So these are related. And like when even we have the confidence, the third thing is that we need to be patient. And the one day, if I chant the 16 round very deeply, the next day I'm not going to become a pure devotee. I have to practice this for a long time until I get purified. Okay. Then like we need to patience. Then how this patience will come? When we follow the regulative principles such as the Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, chanting, hearing, remembering Krishna. Then like we have to like, and like, like, okay, we are chanting, we are hearing, and some persons come, oh, what nonsense you are doing, like you should come to watch a movie, and like what every time like you are holding the mala, or what every time you are reading such a books, like better to enjoy in this life na? Like this kind of things like non-devotees will tell you. So like and when this kind of things like repeatedly like bands on your ears, then like you will lose the taste in spirituality. So like we have to protect our bhakti lata beach. And how we have to fence our bhakti lata beach? By abandoning association of the non-devotees. And sometimes it happens these non-devotees are present inside our house, or these are our very close friends, or like at a workplace we have to face these people. So like okay, you can hear them, and you know then we can hear them, but we don't have to give our heart. Like they're whatever they are talking, they shouldn't enter in our heart. Okay. And use the principle of insulation and isolation if possible. Like isolation means do not enroll in the enroll in this material people, or like if you have like but there is no way, like you should like you have to interact with them, then insulate. Whatever they are saying, it should not be impact on you. Okay. So yes, then six things then six parties, like we have to follow the footsteps of the previous acharyas. Like we are the ruganudas, means we are the followers of Srila Rupa Goswami. Okay. So we have to follow the footstep. And footstep means we don't have to imitate them, we have to follow their instruction. And like what is what the Prabhupada and what is Srila Rupa Goswami is saying here, this sixth principle undoubtedly assure the complete success of a pure devotional service. Even like in a disinfected ad, they say this will kill the 99.9% germs. And even like there is no 100% surety or guarantee in this material world. But in the spiritual world, like this Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Prabhupada are so merciful. They are giving you 100% guarantee. Okay. They are giving you 100% assurance. Like if you follow these six steps, then like you will be you are able to like execute the pure devotional service. But like it should not be like one day came na. Like you have to work with the patience, with the confidence, and with the enthusiasm. So Hare Krishna, one by one, like we can recite, and then we will move to the purport. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Am I
Mataji.
audible?
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
Prabhu.
उत्साहा निश्चया धैर्यात् तत्तत्कर्म प्रवर्तनात् संगत्याः सतो वृत्तेः तद्भिर्भक्तिः प्रसिद्ध्यति.
Hare Krishna, Vinod Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Utsahan nishyat dhairya tat tat karma pravartanat sangatyaga sato vratta sadbir bhakti prasidhyati.
Hare Bol Prabhuji. Yes, Harshita Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी. उत्साहान्निश्चयार्धैर्यात् तत्कर्म प्रवर्तनात् संगत्यागात् सतो वृत्तेः षड्भिर्भक्ति प्रसिद्ध्यति.
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Bol
माताजी.
Mataji. Yes, Vamsidhar Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण. उत्साह निश्चय धैर्य तत्तत्कर्म प्रवर्तनात् संगत्यागात् सतो वृत्त्या सद्भक्ति
Yes,
प्रसिद्धयेति.
Shadvir Bhakti Prasiddhati. Yes, Sharmila Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण. उत्साहान् निश्चयात् धैर्यात् तत्तत् कर्म प्रवर्तनात् संगत्यागात् सतो वृत्ते षड्भिर्भक्ति प्रसिद्ध्यति. थैंक यू माताजी.
Hare Bol. Yes, Pushpa Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण महोदय, दंडवत प्रणाम. उत्साह निश्चयात् धैर्यात् तत् कर्म प्रवर्तते संगत्यागा सतो वर्ते शब्दैर्भक्तिर् प्रसिद्ध्यति। हरे कृष्ण माता जी।
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Yes, Narasimha Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी उत्साहान् निश्चयात् धैर्यात् तत्तत् कर्म प्रवर्तनात् संगतत्यागात् सतो वृत्तिः सद्भिर्भक्तिः प्रसीद्यति हरे कृष्ण माता
Hare Bol Prabhuji. Yes,
Hare
Sharmila
Krishna.
Mataji. Sarita Mataji.
Yeah. उत्साहात् निश्चयात् धैर्यात् तत्तत् कर्म प्रवर्तनात् सङ्गत्यागात् सतो वृत्ते षड्भिर्भक्ति प्रसीद्यति। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Bol Mataji. Yes, Punraj Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी उत्साहान् निश्चयात् धैर्यात् तत्तत् कर्म प्रवर्तयति संगत्याः सतो वृत्ति सद्भिर्भक्ति प्रशस्तेय
Hare Bol Prabhuji. Shadbir Bhakti Prasiddhati. Yes, who wants to recite?
May I, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Snikta
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. उत्साहनिश्चयधैर्यात् तत्तत् कर्म प्रवर्तनात् सङ्गत्यागत सतो वृत्ति सद्भिर्भक्तिः प्रसिद्ध्यति। हरि बोल।
Hare Bol Mataji. Yes, Surendranath Narayan Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण माता उत्साह निश्चय धैर्य तत्तत् कर्म प्रवर्तनात् संगत्यागात् सतो वृत्ति सद्भिर्भक्तिर् प्रसिद्ध्यति।
Hare Bol Prabhuji. Yes, anyone is remaining?
हरे कृष्ण माताजी
Yes, Karuna Mataji.
उत्साहान्निश्चयात् धैर्यात् तत्तत् कर्म प्रवर्तनात् सङ्गत्यागात् सतो वृत्ते षड्भिर्भक्ति प्रसीद्यति। थैंक यू माताजी।
Hare Bol Mataji. If anyone has remaining, you can recite or like we can move to the purport. So Hare Krishna. So to my like yesterday, what we are learning that okay, what is our real nature? Our real nature is Anandamaya. We are always trying to seek the pleasure. Okay, then we'll read about the Bhakti Lata Beach. Like we can get that like seed of a Bhakti Lata by the mercy of a Krishna and a Guru. Then we will come to know okay whatever happiness we are feeling here, this is the flickering and this is the conditional happiness. Real happiness we will get when we enter in the spiritual world. Okay, and what Prabhupada is saying, we are so fortunate by the Guru and Krishna's mercy, we are getting this Bhakti Lata seed. And like what Prabhupada is saying, that if a one comes in a contact with the pure devotee, this is the first thing. And second is like we have to hear very patient, where we have to hear from pure devotee very patiently. Then third point is we have to begin to follow the things. So first thing, like we have to read the Srila Prabhupada books with the patience. Second, like we have to take the notes from the Srila Prabhupada books. We have to take out the instructions. And third step is that we have to follow the instruction. As we said, like we go to the doctor. Doctor give you the prescriptions. Then you buy the medicines, and when you intake the medicine, then your curing process start. So until and unless we start the following instruction in our daily life, we are not going to advance. Okay. So, and Prabhupada is saying one has to take the advantage, and like he should take the opportunity, and he should engage in a devotional service. Then immediately the doors for a liberation will open. And here again and again Prabhupada is saying one has to accept the opportunity. Okay, like we have the opportunity in front of you, but it's your choice. You have to accept it, and in this life you have to go back to the Godhead, or like you have to rot here for the few more years, and then you have to you want to go back go back to the Godhead, like in a thousands or 500s or more more lives. So you have the opportunity, you can accept now, and you can accept in further births also. Okay, so if Prabhupada is saying, like, without enthusiasm, you are not even going to successful in your material studies and business and all other things. So Prabhupada here is saying the enthusiasm means we have to work. Like, you cannot sit idly, na? You cannot sit idly and then say I'm enthusiastic in devotional service. No, enthusiasm means 24/7 you have to work. Like, every 5 minutes you should struggle. Okay, how can I utilize this 5 minute in Krishna service? Every 10 minutes you should think, how can I utilize this in this Krishna service? Then you will come to know, oh, like, by pleasing my guru I can please Krishna. And Prabhupada is saying, when you read my books I will be pleased. So, like, let me read the Srila Prabhupada books 10 minutes, at least I can finish the 2 pages. Like, when we have this kind of desires and when we act in this way, like when we do the avyartha kala vekam, the pure devotees of Lord never waste their time. When you start investing your time in a reading, chanting, hearing, then like your life will be successful. And then you are acting under this principle, enthusiasm is not just a motivation. Enthusiasm means you have to act, and when you act, then there will be confidence in you. Okay, so like, you shouldn't complain, oh, today I'm not feeling the chant, or not feeling to chant, or today I'm not feeling to read the books, I'm not feeling to attend a mangalarti. Even you don't feel, you have to act. And like, when you act for this in this way for the many years, then like your mind will come to know, even if I torture him like a lot of time, don't read, then also he is going to read. Then let him read, let me not disturb. Okay, then mind will surrender to you. And every time, but when you are surrendered to mind and you listen to mind, then mind will like mind will continue to harass you. So yes, take the opportunity and be enthusiastic, means work for Krishna. So today we will start in all phases of a life. Yes, Harshita Mataji, you want to read the purport? Or Sharmila Mataji, Sarita Mataji?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
All
Oh, sorry,
glories.
Mataji. I was speaking in
Oh, she
mute. Sorry.
can. You can go ahead, Mataji.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Srila
I
Prabhupada
have
ki
to
jai.
start. I have to start from in all phases, right, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
In all phases of life, one has to perform devotional activities under the direction of the spiritual master in order to attain perfection in bhakti yoga. It is not that one has to continue or narrow one's activities. Krishna is all pervading. Therefore, nothing is independent of Krishna. As Krishna himself states in Bhagavad Gita 9.4, Maya tatam idam sarvam jagat avyakta murtinam matsthani sarvabhutani na chaham teshvavastita. By me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All things, all beings are in me, but I am not in them. Under the direction of the bona fide spiritual master, one has to make everything favorable for Krishna's service. For example, at present we are using a dictaphone. The materialist who invented this machine intended it for businessmen or writers of mundane subject matters. He certainly never thought of using the dictaphone in God's service, but we are using this dictaphone to write Krishna conscious literature. Of course, the manufacture of the dictaphone is wholly within the energy of Krishna. All the parts of the instrument, including the electronic functions, are made from different combinations and interactions of the five basic types of material energy, namely Bhumi, Jal, Agni, Vayu, and Akash. The inventor used his brain to make this complicated machine, and his brain, as well as the ingredients, were supplied by Krishna. According to the statement of Krishna, Matsthani Sarvabhutani, everything is depending on my energy. Thus, the devotee can understand that since nothing is independent of Krishna's energy, everything should be dovetailed in his service. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yes, thank you, Mataji. So yes, yes, we are like what Prabhupada is saying here, in all phases of life. It doesn't matter like you are in which dharma, which varnashrama, like you are brahmachari, you are a sannyasi, or you are a householder, you are a vanaprastha. Even it doesn't matter like you are a 5-year-old, 15-year-old, or 25-year-old, or a 50 years old. Like, in all phases of life, we have to perform devotional service. But how we have to perform devotional service? under the direction of a spiritual master. And this is very important now. Like, we have to perform devotional service, but not whimsically. You don't have to listen to your mind, and like you have to perform devotional service. You should listen to the bona fide spiritual master, and then you will attain the perfection in a bhakti yoga. And unless and until you are 100% pure in pure in a bhakti, you are not going to get entry in the spiritual world. Okay. And like, yes, like you have to work for Krishna, it doesn't mean that you have to narrow your activities. Krishna is all pervading. And like, even the Bhagavad Gita 9.4, Krishna says, like entire universe, all beings are in me, but I'm not in every not I'm not in them. So like, Krishna is present everywhere. So like, we have to act under the bona fide spiritual master, and like, then we can perform the devotional service. But what kind of a devotional service which is a favorable for Krishna? As a Krishna want us to serve him, in that way only we have to serve, not whimsically, or not by hearing our own mind, like we have to serve Krishna. No. Then, for example, Prabhupada is giving, like Prabhupada is using dictaphone. Like, when Prabhupada start using the dictaphone, like his writing speed increases immensely. Okay. And because like, in starting, he has to write the books by using the typewriter, and it was taking a lot of time. But after having the dictaphone, Prabhupada simply used to dictaphone, and he used to record whatever he wants to say, and thus the speed has increased. So, and Prabhupada is saying, whatever material use for the preparing dictaphone, the bhumi, jala, agni, vayu, everything is provided by Krishna. And even the idea to prepare the dictaphone is given by the Krishna. And like, whatever brain and whatever intelligence required to prepare the dictaphone is also given by Krishna. So so like so we know, nothing is independent of a Krishna's energy. So everything should be tail in a Krishna's service. So like, yes, nothing is independent of Krishna's energy. So we should try to engage everything in a Krishna's service. We follow the principle of a yukta vairagya. Whatever we have, we use in a Krishna's service. Like, it doesn't mean that you have the very expensive car, like you should give up, so that like you won't trap in the Maya. No, like, you have to engage everything in Krishna's service. Okay. So Hare Krishna, who wants to read the next part?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
These activities, no? Or endeavor.
Endeavor.
Endeavor executed. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Endeavor executed with intelligence in Krishna consciousness is called utsaha or enthusiasm. The devotees find the correct means by which everything can be utilized in the service of the Lord. Nirbandhe Krishna Sambandhe Yukta Vairagyam Uchyate. The execution of devotional service is not a matter of idle meditation, but practical action in the foreground of spiritual life. These activities must be executed with patience. One should not be impatient in Krishna consciousness. Indeed, the Krishna consciousness movement was started single handedly, and in the beginning, there was no response. But because we continued to execute our devotional activities with patience, people gradually began to understand the importance of this movement. And now they are eagerly participating. One should not be impatient in discharging devotional service, but should take instructions from the spiritual master and execute them with patience. Depending on the mercy of the Guru and Krishna, the successful execution of Krishna consciousness activities requires both patience and confidence. A newly married girl naturally expects offspring from her husband, but she cannot expect to have them immediately after marriage. Of course, as soon as she is married, she can attempt to get a child, but she must surrender to her husband, confident that her child will develop and be born in due time. Similarly, in devotional service, surrender means that one has to become confident. The devotee thinks, Avashya Rakshabe Krishna. Krishna will surely protect me and give me help for the successful execution of devotional service. This is called confidence. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Yes. So yes, like we have to we have to endeavor, but we don't simply have to work hard, but we also have to use our intelligence. So whatever work we are doing, we are using we are utilizing that work in a Krishna service. This is the utsaha or enthusiasm. So utsaha or enthusiasm is not a simply meditation, or it is not a simply motivation. Utsaha means you have to act, okay, and act for whom? Act for Krishna. So everything can be utilized in Krishna's service. So we have to use our intelligence how this thing or how this situation can be used in Krishna's service. Okay, and yes, like this is not some mental speculation. This is the practical action. Okay, then then what Prabhupada is saying. Okay, then there should be dhairya, after Usaha, there should be dhairya. Okay, one day you are very confident, like one day you are very enthusiastic, and next day you are slacking. No, this enthusiasm should be continue every day. There should be consistency, and we should be execute this utsaha or whatever activities we are performing for a Lord with the patience, and we shouldn't be impatient. And as Prabhupada is giving example that when he reached to the when he go to the America, there in a starting there is no response, but when people start coming, they get the very good response. There are many devotees, then now there are many temples, because Prabhupada every day Prabhupada was giving lectures, every day Prabhupada was singing, every day Prabhupada was distributing books. This is he was doing continuously. That's why he is getting results. So we also have to perform our sadhana daily, then we will get the results. Okay, so we have to be a patient. And so, and yes, patient means we have to follow the instruction of our senior devotees, Guru and Krishna, and we have to execute them with the patience and depending on the mercy of a Guru and Krishna. And yes, we are the condition, we are not able to maintain that it is enthusiasm. We are we will have many problems, but we have to depend on mercy of a Guru and Krishna. We have to cry to the Guru and Krishna, oh, I'm not able to execute the whatever instruction you have given me. Please bless me so that I'm please you by following your instruction. You have to cry for that. Okay, and the Prabhupada is giving the analogy that of a patience and confidence. A newly married girl, she want to have kids. So she after marriage, next day she is not going to give the birth to the child. Na, firstly she should serve the husband. Then she can attempt to have the attempt to have a children. Then when attempt is successful, then she have to wait for the 9 months. Na, even if she want the baby, she also have to wait for the 9 months. In 9 months she have to take care of her and her belly, her baby in her belly. So there should be patience, and she every day she shouldn't be anxious now, oh, my baby is at okay or not, I should visit the doctor or I should take this and that. No, she should have a confidence that okay, with the time my baby will be healthy, and with the time my baby will be developed. So devotees also act according to the same principle. How? We devotees know that avishya rakshibe Krishna, Krishna will always protect me, Krishna will always provide me the help for the successful execution of a devotional service. This is the confidence. We should be confident that avishya rakshibe Krishna, Krishna will surely protect me and Krishna will surely help you. But our problem is that we are not having the desires to serve Krishna, and we then because just because we don't have the desire and we don't have the confidence, then one day we do, next day we forget to do. But every day we have to execute the devotional service with the with the confidence. Even I'm not capable, Guru and Krishna because of mercy of Guru and Krishna I'm able to do that. Okay, then we will do the 1 or 2 paragraphs and then we will end our session. Yes, Hare Krishna. Who wants to read? Yes, Muttamanikam Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. As already explained, one should not be ideal, but should be very enthusiastic about executing the regulative principle. Tat tat karma pravartana. Neglect of the regulative principle will destroy devotional service. In this Krishna consciousness movement, there are 4 basic regulative principles: forbidding illicit sex, meat eating, gambling, and intoxication. A devotee must be very enthusiastic about following these principles. If he becomes slack in the following any of them, his progress will certainly be checked. Srila Prabhupada Rupa Goswami therefore recommends Tattat Karma Pravartanat. One must strictly follow the regulative principles of Vaidhi Bhakti. In addition to these four prohibitions, that is called Yama, there are positive regulative principles, Niyama, such as daily chanting of 16 rounds on Japa Mala beads. These regulative activities must be faithfully performed with enthusiasm. This is called Tattat Karma Pravartana or varied engagement in devotional service. Furthermore, in order to be successful in devotional service, one must give up the association of undesirable people. This include karmis, jnanis, yogis, and other non-devotees. Once Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asked by one of his householder devotees about the general principle of Vaishnavism as well as general routine activities of the Vaishnava, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately replied, Asat Sankatyaha, ye Vaishnava Acharya. Characteristically, a Vaishnava is one who gives up the association of worldly people or non-devotees. Srila Narottama Dasa Thakura has therefore recommended Tandera Charana Sevi Bhakta Sana Vasa. One has to live in the company of pure devotees and execute the regulative principles laid down by the previous acharyas. There are six Goswamis, namely Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami, Sri Jiva Goswami, Sri Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, Sri Gopala Bhatta Goswami, and Sri Raghunatha Bhatta Goswami. If one lives in the association of devotees, there is a little chance of associating with non-devotees. The International Society for Krishna Consciousness is opening many centers just to invite people to live in the company of devotees and practice the regulative principles of spiritual life. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. So yes, that like yes. Firstly, we need to be enthusiastic. Means we have to act for Krishna's pleasure. Second, we need to be confident. Avashya Raksha by Krishna, by Guru and Krishna's mercy. Like they will protect me, and I'm able to execute the devotional service. Then third is like okay, then like what actions we should do. That is a tat karma pravartanat. We have to follow the footsteps of our acharyas. Okay, so yes, and in following when you execute the devotional service, there are some yamas and niyamas. Yamas means like these things we don't have to do, and niyama means these things we have to do. So like when we neglect the regulative principles na, then our devotional service will be destroyed. And and when we slag in following the regulative principles, our progress will be checked. There will be no progress. Okay, that's why one must strictly follow the regulative principles. And this for prohibition: no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, or no intoxication. And we have to follow the regulative principle, regulative principles or a niyama. What are these? Like we have to get up early, we have to chant the 16 rounds, and we have to read Srila Prabhupada books. Nama Prabhu said at least 1 hour, but we can start with the 5 minute also. Then like we have to hear the Hari Katha. These are the basic things that we have to do, and whatever things then you are going to do, they are extra. Okay, and we have to do these things faithfully. We cannot cheat Krishna, and faithfully with the enthusiasm. And the tat karma pravartanat, and this is called we are engaged in a devotional service. Hare Krishna. Vinod Prabhu, can you mute yourself? And then Then next is a like one must give up the association of undesirable people. So who are these undesirable people? These are the karmis who are only want to do the sense gratification. They are not interested in serving Krishna. Then gyanis, like they only mentally speculate and they manipulate the literatures for their sense gratification. Like merging in a Brahman is also sense gratification. In yogi, they do some majestic Hare Krishna Vinod Prabhu. Then there are yogis, na? They show some they show some magic and they bewilder the world, and they start thinking that because they have some majestic power, they are they are Bhagwan. So we have to give up this kind of people, and also the non-devotees, the materialistic people, that we have to don't associate with them. And even the one householder asked the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what is the definition of a Vaishnava? Then what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, asat sangatyaga yai Vaishnavacharya, like one who give up the association of a worldly people, of a non-devotees, then he is a true Vaishnava. And even the Narottam Das Thakura says that Tandera Charana Sevi Bhakta Vasa means, yes, we have to give up the company of the non-devotees, and we have to serve the Krishna in an association of a devotees. And why in an association of a devotees? Because when you devotees will give you protection. Like when you are trying to do it yourself, there are many chances of a fall down. Like Maya is so strong, like Maya will try to capture you. But when you are working in association, when you are serving in association, devotees will protect you. Oh Prabhuji, you don't have to do this. Oh Mataji, you are doing it wrong. Like Maya will catch you. The association will protect you. Okay. And asat sangat tyaga, because when you're associating with the worldly mind people, the desires and habits will come, and you will also start having the material desires, and you will be slack in your devotional service. They are like impediments. Okay. So this association is very important. Even in the last shloka, Srila Rupa Goswami saying that you have to give up the association of the non-devotees. And in this shloka also there is a repetition that you have to give up the association of a non-devotee, and you have to associate with the pure devotees. And yes, Prabhupada formed this Krishna Consciousness Society is called, so that we can get the company, we can live in the company of a devotees and practice the regulative principles of a life. From tomorrow, we will start with the devotional service, means the transcendental activities. So today we can end here. Vanchakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna everyone. Happy
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Conscious Day.
Thank you, Mataji.
Please try to take out some points and try to apply it. Until and unless we take the medicine, we are not going to cure our, or we are not going to get cure. So we have to implement, we have to at least try to implement one instruction in 1 week. Okay. Even if it is not possible for you, try to implement one instruction in 1 month. At the end of month, at the end of the year, you are able to at least 12 instructions. So
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
everyone.
Dipti
Happy Krishna
Mataji.
Conscious Day. Yes, Prabhuji.
Mataji, I have a small doubt. Those who are meditating on super soul, right? The yogis.
Yes.
Yeah. The end result of what, Mataji?
Prabhuji, if they want to merge in a Brahman, then it is
not
it is
super soul.